Hello, and welcome back to our Japanese 1890 campaign, Rise of the Dragon. In the last episode, we went to war with Russia once again. We're on the verge of going to war with France, and the US isn't really helping. They'll probably jump in against us at some point. So we had a small battle here and there. We did sink a few Russian ships, including a battle cruiser. I don't know how many more of those they have left. As it turns out, they have a lot left, and they're building more. I don't know how they can afford it. Guess they do have a good budget. All right, so let's auto save or save, and I was looking at auto move submarines instead of save, but save and push on. See what we get. Another battle here in Northeast Asia. Russia declines. We've got some submarines. Is that the Indian Ocean? It might be. Well, the enemy is dominating everywhere. And on top of that, we lost a sub. Spain and Russia are still fighting. Spain lost a couple destroyers. All right, we're going to save the game. Now, how the heck are we getting dominated everywhere? Well, I guess that'll do it. We have a nice force out in the Indian Ocean. We just need to engage. Well, at least there'll be a good chance to have a fight here in Northeast Asia next turn, probably, because we've got the Armada, we've got cruisers, we got carriers, destroyers, and Russia is pushing a force into that area probably. We're just spread out a little bit right now. That's the main thing we got going on is we're spread out. Okay, we're still building in the Marshall Islands for Central Pacific. And yeah, and the budget has come down. We had a lot of ships that either finished reconstruction or entered service. We got our new Nico Marus. These are our missile corvettes. These things carry a formidable amount of missiles, honestly. And I'll start assigning these OCOs to divisions when this group here finishes. So probably in 4 months or so, because they're still working up anyway. So we save the game. Let's hope for like a decisive engagement here before France jumps into the war. We do have an airfield in this area, so we could potentially get some air support for once. Hey, the Amato. We got carriers. Cool. All right, so which force is which? Is this our carrier division? No, this is the Amato. All right, so the Amato's down here. The carrier force is here and here. So let's select some scouts. And that looks pretty good. We'll do a two-phase search. We'll do a night search. We'll do heavy cap. And go. Okay. We have radars going off, locking onto the Amato, which is a shame because we didn't even get a chance to like maneuver the Yamato. So we're gonna put this on AI control and squad max. We're gonna get these, what are these Oshios? Haggies. We're gonna get these Haggies out in front to try to absorb some missiles. All right, and let's turn our carriers around. Let's put this on AI control. On AI control and AI control. So let's turn these around. We should have a nice screen for these carriers. Turn them that way. Let's auto select a strike. Let's get them ready. We'll auto select a strike and get them ready. These are our older carriers, I think. These are, yeah, these are like the Kaga class and the Taihos. So 75 aircraft and 66. All right. Turning the Yamato to try. Oh boy, here come the missiles. Here come the missiles. Luckily, they seem to be targeting the destroyers for the moment. All right, we have reports of carriers out this direction. Our carriers are not ready yet. But what we'll do is we're going to turn the Yamato in that direction. Okay. We're going to turn on fire at will. Send some missiles back at them. So Yamato missile shot down by light SAMs, overflown. Lots of, look at these missiles coming in. Yikes. All right, the Yamato just got hit by 3 and it's on fire. Oh no. Oh no. All right. We're gonna get the Yamato out of there. This is too many missiles. Look at the missiles. That is a crazy amount of missiles. They're coming in from all sides. They're coming in from this way and this way. All right. Do we have anything ready to go? Nothing ready. All right. Let's detach this destroyer. I mean, for the amount of missiles they fired at us so far, we've got lucky that we've only had about 4 or 5 hits. Unfortunately, some of those were on the Yamato. So the Yamato is on fire. And it's flooding. Yeah, it's got 4 fires going. Let's just get it out of there. I did see some missiles being shot down by these cruisers. So they seem to be doing the job. Okay. Do we have any aircraft ready? We do not. But we can start launching some torpedoes. Okay. Well, this has been pretty wild so far. The Yamato is in full retreat. It's down to 3 fires now. The sun is coming up. All right, we're maybe not quite ready. Actually, let's select ready and reports that carrier out there. Yeah, we're gonna go for that. So let's go ahead and select ready. We're going to target the carrier contact and launch strike. And then the 6th Carrier Division will select ready. We'll prioritize carriers this time and launch strike. Yep, I know. Some of our destroyers are getting beat up there pretty bad. Down to 2 fires on the Yamato. Let's turn it so it can use its guns at least. Lots of missiles. So we should actually, let's take control of this one. And we're gonna head out that way. Let's get rid of all these reports. And we're looking for fresh reports here soon. Yep, lots of destroyers getting hit by missiles. But that is their role. So the Yamato is launching heavy missiles. It's also being shot at still. This is really nasty. And it seems like this has to be like it feels like this has to be like their main fleet. Don't have any torpedoes left. We do here, so let's take control and go over there and try to launch some torpedoes. Can we fire anything over there? No. What if we turn a little bit? Nah, we're still out of range. Our Toyota and Izumi are firing a lot of missiles. These are, I thought these were our dedicated, yeah, these are our dedicated air defense cruisers. But they're also firing off a lot of medium missiles. Look at that whole wave of them. And Yamato's launching as well. Look at this wave right here. There they go. Let's go back to the carriers. Let's auto select a strike. Let's ready them. And we'll auto select and ready. Exit. Because our strike forces are on our strike packages are on the way already. And we're just going to keep retreating north towards port there, so we have some options. All right, we have the Yamato is no longer on fire. It has a lot of structure damage, but it's not on fire anymore. And the enemy has probably fired off most of its missiles for the moment. So it has survived. We got a fresh wave of missiles coming in. We're firing at whatever's over here. Oh, the Suki. All right. Let's slow you down here. And fire torpedoes. Is there anything we can even shoot at? No. Let's just try to get you home. This thing here, I think, also had the same problem where it's high speed. Yeah, this Sakura. Okay. And then we'll turn this one. It looks like it's still pretty healthy. This one here is still pretty healthy. No, we need the Azumi to stay close to the Yamato right now. So we're not detaching to pick up survivors. We can pick them up after the battle. There's a lot going on over here. We got these reports right there of a carrier. I think our strikes are engaging those. So let's delete the rest of these. Yeah, our strike packages are in the right area at least. Meanwhile, the Yamato is on fire again. It said fire started. That must be the aircraft. All right, the Yamato has done probably enough. Although it is dueling with this thing here. I just want to see the Yamato hit something other than with its missiles. So this is a battle cruiser, allegedly. I wish the Yamato would stop firing missiles and start using its guns. I mean, it is loaded with missiles. There we go. We're getting some 17-inch hits now. Okay. Okay. We're getting control of this. Hitting with 4-inch guns. This alleged battle cruiser. This down here is allegedly an aircraft carrier. But our main goal is just to keep this force between the enemy and our carriers. All right. We can turn the Yamato because they do have destroyers down there. And we don't want to sail in a straight line for too long. I know that's saying we're hitting CVs, but I think those are cruisers down there. Fire torpedo at the battle cruiser. And then turn. The Yamato's on fire again. All right, we're getting at it. We're done. Let's get it out of there. This is the pride of our fleet. Yamato's hit by another missile. And now we have enemy aircraft approaching. The Yamato might be in a little bit of trouble here. It's on double fire again. Maybe I should have disengaged earlier. Yeah, we'll pick up survivors this time. Yamato's hit by a missile again. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Well, this might be the first and last battle that the Yamato participates in. It is in trouble. Let's just try to get it home. If we can. All right. Do we have anything ready? Not enough, really. Ready a strike. Ready a strike. Ruh-roh. The Yamato is in pretty serious trouble here. We're firing SAMs at enemy aircraft, but scoring no hits. Oh, interesting. This group up here is being attacked by aircraft. All right, let's get rid of all of the reports except for the carriers up top there. So we still have reports of them being out there. So let's auto select a strike. Well, hang on. Let's select ready. That gives us a not a very big group, but we will target that. We'll launch a strike. We'll select ready, and we'll launch a strike. And one of the more important things we're trying to do right now is get the poor Yamato out of there. So we do have cap around these destroyers. So if we can move them closer to the Yamato, that would be good. Okay, so our damage control has been paying off. We've put out the fires at least. It's still flooding. We can actually slow it down to 6 knots. And hopefully that'll mitigate risks of ruptured bulkheads and whatnot. Airborne ECM reduces SAM effectiveness. Okay. That must be the special squadrons. Wow. Okay, something just got nailed. All right, Yamato, are you still flooding? A little bit. Still flooding a little bit. My poor carriers are just stuck on the rocks here. Well, our aircraft are doing a good job if all those are actual hits. Let's get rid of these reports again. Delete. And we'll send these destroyers in. They have a cap around them right now. That's actually kind of nice. So they'll hopefully kill off this destroyer. And then go hunting for down here uh, crippled ships, like ships that have been disabled, and start putting their torpedoes to use. All right, how's the Yamato doing? Flooding is going down from 21 to 9. All right, cool. The carriers are looking better. No longer bumping up against the shoreline there. Auto select will ready. Auto select will ready. CAG is starting to run low on anti-ship missiles. Going in 5-minute increments here. Yeah, we see some ships that are slowed down. Those look like destroyers, perhaps. So let's go down here. Hang on, what did I just... No, that's the destroyer. That's that destroyer squadron. Hang on. We're gonna go down this way. See if we can't actually physically locate some aircraft carriers. It's a cruiser. So I bet the carriers are down here. We're going to let's get rid of all reports. There are allegedly wrecked battleships down here. We're picking up the survivors. This destroyer's job is just to find carriers. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Yep, I mean, we never hit destroyers with torpedoes as hard as we try. All right, we have only cruisers reported right now, which, it'd be nice to get rid of cruisers. We're gonna lose that destroyer. Let's put this back on our control and go this way. We could send a strike down here, but it feels like it'd be a waste against destroyers. Reading a lot of reports over here of stuff. But where have their carriers gone? That is the question. Well, I mean, I guess we could. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of unnecessary to put torpedoes into that thing. All right, you know what? We'll launch a strike on that because those are uh, allegedly cruiser targets. Launch strike, and we'll save the other carrier group for something else if we can locate some carriers. Go that way. We'll go this way. That thing's going home. Where's the Yamato at? How are we doing here? Still flooding. We need this battle to end quickly so we can hopefully get the Yamato home. Huh? Yeah, I don't know where their carriers have gone to. Let's get rid of. We don't have any reports of carriers. I don't know where they could have gone. We can adjust our. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Adjusting our scouting pattern. Yeah, I don't know where their carriers have gone. Well, the Yamato is still flooding. Really need to get that home. Guess we'll head towards Huawei with these destroyers. And we'll send a carrier group down there to escort the Yamato home with its cap. Let's get rid of these reports. And if we get fresh ones, we do have another carrier that has a strike group ready to go. The Yamato's launching SAMs at enemy ships. Oh, that we do have a radar contact here. So can we target a radar contact with, so let's select ready. We'll target, we can't, okay. But what we can do, we can target the area down here. Launch strike. That's fine. Yeah, we are being chased here. So we don't have any SSMs left. There we go, our aircraft are hitting them. We just want the Yamato to get home. Still 9 flooding. These are our strike craft. All right, we're going to send this carrier group into port. We're going to send this carrier group into port because they're running out of missiles anyway. We'll make them regret chasing us, that's for sure. And then we'll turn the carrier group. So at least the Yamato is like under a cap umbrella, sort of, at the moment. All right, and then we're just going to try to get the Yamato home. Is it still flooding? It is. It's getting dangerously close to capsizing, I think. Okay, so the Yamato lived. Oh, that's close. We lost 3 destroyers. And we sank all their carriers. That's why we couldn't find them. We sank both battle cruisers, both carriers, a light carrier, 2 heavy cruisers, a light cruiser. We sank like all their capital ships that they had out. Very nice. Very nice. Let's look at this real quick. Let's look at our poor Yamato. It took 9 missile hits. It had like 4 fires going at one point, and our damage control saved us. It only scored 8 hits with the main guns, but I have a feeling that those 8 hits wrecked whatever they were aiming at. So this is the Gorky. It took 2 missile hits, and that was enough to sink it. And that's one of their big aircraft carriers, 99 aircraft. Fueled aircraft explodes. There we go. When you don't have damage control, And then this one here, this is a 60 aircraft, so this is a little bit smaller, but it took 16 missile hits. That's kind of funny. And then there's a light carrier, 29 aircraft, it took 12 missile hits. So I think prioritizing the carriers was a good idea there. We scored 106 missile hits. They scored 18. And that's really about it. Very nice. We ended up losing 10 aircraft in total. They lost 117. But most of that was to being lost, like on their ships. Or 177, I mean. All right, exit the battle. 37,000 victory points. Battle of Korean Arch. Well, I'd say we're winning. True victory lies at sea, my friends. So this is the improved light jet fighter. It gains a little bit of speed, a little bit of range, and that's about it. Borneo, Formosa. Okay. Oh boy, we hit a mine in the Indian Ocean? It's not great. Okay, let's close the games. We'll close that window, save the game. Let's see here. So what do we have in the Indian Ocean right now as far as carriers go? Not that we're actually fighting. So we do have one Shikoku class, which holds 120 aircraft. The Yamato is going to be in repair for only 2 months, considering how much damage it took. That's pretty good. Not that I'm particularly keen on risking it again. So this is our 7th light cruiser group that'll go to the Soryus when they're finished, or yeah, the Soryus. I don't know. I feel like our destroyer screen and our light cruiser screen worked a lot because they fired. I mean, we saw there at the beginning of the battle how many missiles they fired at Yamato and those destroyers. And we evaded, we had countermeasures, and we shot down a lot of those. That's actually, I feel like we attaching these these anti-air cruisers to the Yamato saved it. In fact, I kind of want a couple more of those. They're the Izumi class. Or we could attach Sendai class. Let's build a couple of Sendai class actually. So we'll build 2 more. We'll build 4 more Sendai. These are our missile cruisers, but they also have SAMs on there. So we can attach those just like we're doing with these anti-air cruisers. In fact, we could probably slip these in. These are 33 knots. The Izumis are 32. So we could pair them up. We could have 4 cruisers in each division there for the light cruisers. And 2 of them would be anti-air, 2 of them would be missile cruisers. And the anti-air cruisers are, of course, missile cruisers in their own way. They just have a different role. We'll think about that. We'll consider it. Or we could just start instead of putting them. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be a little while before they're finished, anyhow. Like another year. I don't know if they'll even be involved in this particular war. Although Russia just did announce that the war is not going to be over anytime soon. They're going into total war mode. All right, those destroyers look pretty good. Actually, I'll just give it a couple more months, and then I'll assign the destroyers all at once when this whole batch is finished. So let's take a look at the almanac. Let's see here. So Russia has lost. They lost two battle cruisers there, so they're down to four. They lost two carriers and a light carrier, so down to 4 and 5. They lost a couple of heavy cruisers, they're down to two. They lost, I think, one light cruiser down to four. And destroyers, destroyers come and go. And then naval aircraft. The USA has, I think, almost 3,300 aircraft. Imagine how much money they're spending on that. And then we have the most submarines in the world right now. All right, so it's about 40 minutes. So that was a good battle. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Next episode, we'll probably see France jumping in. So there might be some action here in Southeast Asia. We don't really have a lot in Southeast Asia right now. We've got some Yoshinos, which are obsolete. We have two of our Shikakos down there. And we got destroyers. So I mean, we could have a decent battle. Those Shikakos can handle themselves. 240 aircraft in total between the two of them. So we're going to save the game. I'm going to thank you very much for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time, and sail safely out there.